Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to today's video. Wanted to go over a couple of things with you because over the last couple of weeks, we've been doing a lot of podcasts, so we haven't done a lot of extra videos. But I was talking to someone the other day, and it was in reference to like what we're doing right now with our Bell Capital Fund. So, as you guys know, it's a $50 million fund. We're in the process of raising the rest of the capital for that deal. And over the next 6 months, we're going to close down the fund. The target right now is 40 mil. That's already on the books that we're going to be doing that. But I wanted to show you guys there's a purpose for that. Like my goal over the next 12 months is to buy $100 million worth of real estate. And I wanted to show you guys how to raise $100 million, how we're looking at doing it so you can see exactly what we're doing. So when you guys have questions, if you guys are either trying to do this yourself, you want to play this game with me in real estate, this is exactly what I like to do because, first, I love to be transparent. I love to show you why so you can actually see what's going on behind the scenes and show you how the sausage is made. All right, so, first, before I go over that, for those of you guys who don't know me yet, my name is Victor Bell. I'm a real estate investor. I've been doing this for 20 plus years. I've done over $59 million worth of real estate, best-selling author, husband, father, and all-around great guy. Some like me, some don't. That is what it is. But I wanted to share with you guys specifically, like I said, how I plan on raising $100 million. So, I got my whiteboard today. And I want to share with you guys because you got to see it. It's one thing for somebody to tell you. It's another thing for them to show you. And then it's another thing for them to show you and make it simple. Because again, this is a real estate game. These are real assets. So first things first, where's my pen? Boom, got it. $100 million. Like this is the real deal. So the other day I was actually driving properties and I was talking to Corian, my acquisitions guy. And I was also talking to Brashana. She actually is over our residential team. And we were talking about some of the deals we were looking at. And one of the deals that we were looking at was like 195 units. One was 200 units. One was 160. One was 400. The other one was 364 units. And I was like, dude, you know what? Every time I look at these deals, I get frustrated with looking at anything smaller than that because it doesn't make sense. Because you're going to have to stockpile. Okay, I got an 80 unit. I got a 90 unit. I got a 40 unit. I got a 50 unit. Like, let's just quit once and for all playing the little man's game. Let's just go after the deals that we want. And I knew for myself, if we went after $100 million deal, based on our numbers where we are, because again, we're in California, at 100,000 units, $100 million deal, 100 million, boom, divided by roughly about 325,000, which is what we're going to pay for a B-class property. That's going to be roughly about 307,000 a door, right? 307,000 units. So that's 300. Let's just say 300 units, roughly. That'll get us about 300 units at 100,000 a door. Now, on $100 million on that type of an acquisition, right? I know 100%. We're going to need about 40 million to do that, which is why we have our fund at 50 million, right? So we're going to need about $40 million to do that. And I know 100% with the type of deals that we're looking at, I can go to any lender, even though right now rates are a little bit crazy. I know I can go to any lender in the debt market. I can go to the debt market and I can borrow $60 million. Period, for the type of assets that we're looking at. So $60 million from the bank. The other $40 million, I can go to any institution. I can go to wealthy families, which are family offices. I can go to high net worth individuals, and I can raise that money from them, worst case scenario, right? But this money right here, this $60 million that I would normally get from a lender, from a bank, from a commercial mortgage broker, which we have those guys, like, that debt is the easiest debt to get because it's always based on the income of the assets that we're looking at, which are multifamily properties, B-class properties, great location. The location is probably the most important thing. And that $60 million may cost anywhere from 5 to 7%. Now that's today. This was not the way that it was. $60 million at some point, that debt was at some point about 4%. And I believe it's going to go back here, right? I believe the debt for multifamily debt, not all debt, because like I said, right now the office space right now is going crazy. But multifamily, industrial, all that other stuff right now, that's strong segments of the commercial market, which is the debt itself, is easy. It's easier for that debt to find its way into multifamily. I believe the debt market's going to go back to 4.25. Historically, it's been 4.25, 4.5, and it actually dropped down to sub fours at some point. Historically, it's been like 3.75 to about 4.75. So, but on the average, this is the easiest debt because I can go to any bank, any lender, looking at great locations. They want to have that capital there because this right now, the debt side is most important. But the $40 million, I make that legible. The $40 million, I'm going to go to my friends, my family, my business associates, all of my connections on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, all the people that are already on my list. I got a list with about 6,000 names on of accredited investors. They've already seen private placements. They've already made investments like that. Really, all we're doing right now is reaching out to them and inviting them to Zooms, briefings, mixers, social events, real estate events, anything that we're doing. And this is how we're looking to put together this $100 million to acquire these properties. And I think that's important because you look at it like this. Let's say we're at 300 units, right? It's 300 units. And again, what's the most important number in real estate? The number of units. Because the more units, the more income. So let's say on these 300 units, we're not going to talk about where they are. Let's just say we bought them for $100 million. And if I can add an additional $600 times 300 units, that gives you $180,000 more in income. I mean, we're increasing the income a month times 12 months. That's $2.1 million of increased income that we're doing on this, just this $100 million worth of assets that we bought. We've increased the income just by raising the rent $600 over the next, let's say 7 years, right? To $2.1 million. Divided by a 5 cap, that would be an increase of roughly 43, can you guys see that? $43 million in value that we've added to this $100 million acquisition. That's why this is so important. That's why first the number of units is so important. And this is easily how we're going to double our investors' capital. If we raise $40 million, we already have an exit plan. We have an entry plan. We already know what we're doing. That's why this game is so important. So putting together and raising $100 million, $60 million from my lenders, and then going to you guys and say, hey, I'm going to buy this type of properties no matter whether. I'm going to buy these 300 units over this next 12 months, whether you want to do it or not. Do you want to play this game with me? Good. Yes. No. Okay, fine. And we're going to go into the next group of people because we already understand what we're working for. I know what I'm working for, right? I'm working for a piece of this, right? So the people who play this game with me, we're going to raise 40, you're going to take a piece of the 40 million, but we're going to turn around and we're going to make 40 million. We're going to double our money in a relatively short amount of time. For the fund, the way we're set up now, it's anywhere from 7 to 10 years on the hold. But be honest with you, my role is to go in and, like I said, raise the rents at $600 because what am I trying to do? I'm trying to score here as a partner. So I'm going to find the deals. I'm going to get the deals funded. I'm going to manage the managers on these deals. We're putting the teams together. We're building the relationships with all these groups that own all these properties. Look, on our list of properties on our list by itself right now, we have roughly about 59,000 units on a list that we have. See if I can pull this out for you guys. See that list? Can you see it? Pull back some. No, you can't see it. There's 59,000 units on our list, over $2 billion worth of debt that's maturing over the next 12 to 24 months. Now, that's only what's on our list. There's probably about there's probably about $10 billion of that is actually going to fit the box that we have in the markets that we're in, which right now is San Diego County. It's important for you guys to understand that because, like I said on this first page, if this is just the first target that I'm trying to hit, we're going to put together $100 million and we're going to close on 300 units roughly. How are we going to raise $100 million to do that? First, we're going to go to the debt market. I know this is the easiest debt. They're going to give me that. Hands down, 100%. The deals that we're looking at, the type of deals that we're looking at, these are nice institutional quality assets that not everybody's even going to get an opportunity to take a look at. So I know 100% I can go to the debt market and they will give me $60 million for that. And the rest of it is just this. Now, here's the deal. I can go to you guys and say, hey guys, do you want to play this game? Or I can go to the wealthy institutions, and 100% someone in this business will say, you know what? I want to be a part of what you guys are doing, whether it's Goldman, whether it's going to be one of the other groups that actually invest money, the wealthy investors, wealthy institutions that want to invest money in the type of assets that we're finding. But I want to go to you guys because those guys don't need more capital, right? You need investments, you need cash flow, you need to create wealth for you and your family, which is why I'm using my resources. I'm going to do this whether you do it or not. But if I use my resources and I can go to you guys, because I'm like you, I'm an entrepreneur, I'm a business owner, I'm a grinder, I'm a hustler, I got a wife and I got a kid, I ain't wealthy to this magnitude, but I will get there. All right. And I want to do it with you guys because I want to be able to help. This is how I know I can help more people in the world using my real estate experience, and building a team towards we can go out and we can help you guys. And then together we can all get rich off of this opportunity. But I just wanted to share with you guys, how do you raise $100 million? First, you got to find the deals. You need the resources, you need the reputation, and you also need the relationships, which I have. I know I can find these deals. That's not a problem. And next, you got to put together $60 million. You need to be able to go to the bank, and they're going to ask you first, where is it? Second, do you have the experience running these things? Yes. Do you have the expertise? Yes. And then the next piece, hey, I'm going to go to you guys on the market, and I'm going to put together $40 million. Whether you guys want to do this with me or not, I got it, but it will get done. I promise you that. So first things first, this video, 100%, I wanted to be transparent and show you guys where this is coming from. How do you raise $100 million? This is how. You find the right deal. The name of this game is real estate. It's real. It's a hard asset. You can see it. There's an address. That's first. You find the right location. And that's a whole video in itself. I'm sure you guys will watch my stuff. But I wanted to share that with you. First, you find the deal. Then you look at the debt. And then the next, you focus on raising the equity. The equity piece is probably the last piece, but it's probably one of the most important pieces depending on who you're listening to. Because a lot of people will say, if you find the deal, the money will come. That's total bullshit. Finding and raising capital is 100%. It's a full-time job. You need to have a team to do that. And raising capital actually costs money. It's not free. It costs money, it costs time, it costs energy, and you got to have an audience. You got to have people. And next, you got to have a story. What's my story? Look, I can go to family offices and wealthy institutions to do this, or I can bypass those guys and we can do this together. That's what the story is here, and I'm 100% committed to making sure that I get this done with you guys. All right, so I hope that helps. Whether you're going to go off and do this yourself, by all means, you can go do that. Or if you guys want to do it with me, go to bell-capital.com. Hit the link there. You can get started today. You can see the documents. You can see what we have going on. You can see the actual fund. You can do your own due diligence about the placement, about the returns, about my fees and how we make money here inside of Bell Capital, all of that stuff. Or you can go to schedule a call and you can book a call, get on the calendar, and myself or somebody on my team will answer all of your questions. Make sure whatever's going on with you, those calls are only 5 minutes. If it takes longer than that, you got to do your own due diligence. But I can definitely point you in the right direction. Myself, Jamie, Corian, Brashana, whoever it is that's going to take your call, we're going to put you in touch with the right person. So if you guys need anything, make sure to hit me up. You can comment on this video, like this video, share this video. If you hate this video, give it a thumbs down. Don't be a hater and a hider at the same time. I always say that because it's important. I need all of it. I need your hate. I need your love. But whatever the case may be, do your thing. Yeah, you guys have a great day today. But again, go to bell-capital.com. Looking forward to it. I want to help you. I want you to be a part of it. I want you to be a part of buying these assets with us, getting the return, getting cash flow, becoming a part of what we're doing. I'm trying to help more people, and this is my way to go about helping you guys. All right, so I'll see you guys soon. Let me know if you need anything. All right, man. Be great.